Walking past the door, Hidir hears a soothing hum coming from the room. Instinctively, he goes to knock on the said door. Suddenly, the humming is replaced by an excited voice.
Is that you, Joel? I'll be there in a second.
As hurried steps come closer to the door, Hidir, like a deer caught in headlights, just stood there. Greeted with a confused smile and silence on both sides, she decides to break the ice.
Who are you?
Unable to respond, Hidir just points to his room. Obviously distraught, she replies with,
Oh, welcome to the Glacier residence.
Trying to not make it awkward, Hidir's eyes fall to a vinyl player. Following his gaze, she then said that the player had always been there, and she had always been reminiscent of it, despite having no memories of placing it there herself. She then asked for a favor from Hidir.
Could you go fetch me a metal twine and my favorite vinyl?
Not wanting to make this conversation more somber, he agreed and left to go find said items. Under her breath, she whispers,
I really hope he can find it.
Running around the building profusely, he steps on a puddle which yelped in pain.
Ow! Watch where you're going!
Said the puddle, now coming into view as the shadow from before. Hidir then apologized and asked why it has come back.
I've come to tell you to stop doing favors for people. Things work differently here. Every day we are given spoons to do daily activities such as eating or doing the stuff we love. Once we run out of these spoons, we may feel tired afterwards.
A confused look takes over Hidir's face. Why is this important?
If you use all your spoons to fulfill others' needs, when will you be able to fulfill your own?
Said the shadow abruptly, shutting down Hidir's doubts. Again, the shadow left with no proper explanation. Looking up from the puddle, Hidir sees the vinyl and twine placed side by side neatly. He grabbed both objects and hurried back to the girl's room. On the way, he thought about what the shadow said and felt worried for reasons unknown. Back in the room, the girl sat looking anxious, awaiting for Hidir's arrival.
You're back. I'm sorry for not introducing myself earlier. I'm Brianna or Bri. I've been stuck here for 9 years.
The curly-headed girl said to Hidir. Without another worry in mind, she ran and ripped the vinyl and twine off of Hidir's grip, and gleefully glides to her vinyl player. With the vinyl and twine in hand, she couldn't contain her excitement. A familiar tune plays. Hidir tries to remember what it was, and his train of thoughts were alleviated by a relieved voice.
Moonlight sonata. I haven't heard this in ages.
She twirled and danced to the tune like it was her last time. After what felt like hours, she then spoke. Breaking the silence, she was recalling her first time coming to this place.
I would listen to the song with such deep hatred because I was forced to learn a dance by my mother, a woman who couldn't have cared less about what would happen to me, unless it was beneficial to her. One day, I perfected a dance to the smallest detail, but I had received mail conveying that my mother had found a replacement to play side by side with her because I was too slow. I listened to the music that once filled me with hatred. A moment of happiness had come over me and comforted me as I fell and tumbled to the ground. Waking up to the sound of someone calling me, I found out my mother did not come to meet me after I got hospitalized. The doctor then gave me the book, and I ended up here in this room, humming a tune I portrayed as hatred, now becoming a serenade to my lonesome self.